Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining. I am going to take another look back through Novus Inceptio. I've not played this game for quite some time, and I noticed that my building video, which is well over a year old now, continues to get quite a few hits every day. So a lot has changed since then. One thing nice about the developer is they update and listen to community. So a lot of patches have been through in the last, I think it was July when I posted that for 2016. So quite some time ago. So I just thought I'd take another look around and kind of we could look through as what's changed. So one of the things you're going to notice immediately is where I started off. So I have created a brand new single player game character. I'm not using ghost mode, which is their still single player, but their way of testing networking client server communications. This is just the single player game. But I'm going to just start pointing out some of the things, make some short videos of what's different. You're going to notice right away, this is the starting area. So I guess, spawned, you would say. This is all brand new. This was not how this was before. And you can see it's full of medical stations. You know, if you died, this is where you would come back. Cloning stations. I don't believe I can interact with them at this point. Well, I guess I'm healing. So that's one of the things coming in. The other, just looking at the screen, you'll notice a lot of the UI has changed. Some of it's simplified. Again, they tend to listen to feedback. And one of the things you'll notice as I get into harvesting is that the UI for that has changed as well. Now the button uses are the same for when you're wanting to skin or take certain things. One of the things I want to show you over here real quick is they have now added, if I can line it up, one thing I've noticed I do not like is turning the character side to side has kind of become, it feels bulky, I don't know why. One of the things you're going to notice they've added is sort of a shop, a trade terminal. Now again, this is a single player game, so you're not actually trading with anyone, but it does give you the ability to sell things for which then you can go back through and buy. Now this is the Halloween event, so there should be, I don't see it just here, Halloween type event or items. But you can see raw materials, blueprints, some of the things that I noticed that are nude that you can buy. So the cloning station, trade terminal, obviously you are going to probably want those if you're at all involved in playing this game, as they will be nice to have where you build. Some of the other things as I've been looking through here which sounded interesting, so you can actually have some scrolls. So this is the desert anomaly, this is the ruined city anomaly. You can actually buy these and spawn anomalies, which is nice. You don't have to go hunting for them. At this point, I believe those are still largely just for gathering resources and extra blueprints. There are quite a few blueprints in this game. The other thing that is sort of new for me, again, I've not been back for a little while, is this cottage house. So you can actually buy a blueprint that creates a house for you. Which if you don't want to build, you can do, which I don't know why you'd be playing this if you didn't want to build, as that's largely what it is at this stage. Again, there's no multiplayer function, but they do plan to have multiplayer function. The other thing that, oops, that is not the way out. The other thing that you will notice is, which I actually like, as there's a lot to learn. Again, here's the view looking back at some of the starter area. You can see I'm in a big old cave. They do have tutorials now, so you can come in and kind of quickly learn what everything does, what does what, which is nice, because there can be quite a bit to learn. Combat seems about the same. One thing I also want to show you that's changed is the map. So they've done quite a bit of good work with the map. The movement used to be just cursor. So you can see as I move the cursor, it moves the map. That used to be all it was. Now you can actually, I'm currently moving it with the keyboard. So just the WASD keys, which is nice update. But you can see a much better looking map, 3D. And it starts to show you some points of interest. So here's where you want to build, cloning stations, and then here's actually shows you the marking of a cave. So they're starting to put in some points of interest as well. The other thing you're going to notice as I come out of here, now let me look back. This is actually one of the things I love is the views of this game, but you can see where I just came out of. that hole. This is a whole big place up through here. But the biomes, they've added biomes, so they're trying to give more detail, more change within the game, and then within that also some level kind of scaling. You can see up here, I'm in cursor mode now. You know, it gives you a lot more detail into what's going on, which I'm sure you can probably disable some of this as you get used to it. Look at that, I've already aged 1 year. Yes, if you are new to Novus Inceptio, your characters do age, and you do pass on knowledge to further generations. So I'm going to get out of cursor mode. The other thing, I'm not sure if it is actually in place. My other character on the Ghost server, my A2A I opened up. I think I lost wherever I built was kind of demolished. I had all of my items back, and my weight was well over this 5,000 kilograms. Now, I didn't notice any change to movement. Now, you will notice change to movement when your weight gets above a certain spot. The other thing they've added are these, now I obviously have no items, which is nothing here, but you can see you can actually switch out what you're looking for, which is nice. And this actually toggles to arranging all your items. So it's wanting me to go to this waypoint. So I figured I'll spend the rest of my time with this video just looking through some of the tutorials. So here I am at the waypoint. Oh, let me see. It's probably hiding. I don't know why that was hiding, so that's something to point out. Logging into the game brand new, this was actually not showing. So here we go. Tutorial, food basics. Press 1 to form botanize, which everything is already down here on your skill bar. So we are just going to look at how this all works. So, oops, did not mean to do that. There we go. Get out of there. All right, botanizing. Now we're going to want to move. One of the things that's changed is down here. When you gain something, you see it shows up right here. Now there used to be a scrolling bar right here, which it would shove everything along this direction. So they've sort of simplified the UI again, as I had mentioned previously. So you can see it's building to the side there instead of across. Now it wants us to forage. Nothing there. We're going to move, keep trying to find some foraging materials. All right. Nothing successful. There we go. Some stone. So again, botanizing, you're going to get obviously things that are more plant-based, and foraging, we are trying to, I guess I can use there. All right, so now we must open our inventory, press I, and eat an apple or a cherry. Did I get an apple and a cherry? I did. So let's eat one, right-click, eat. And now press 4 for drinking water. So apparently we started off with some drinking water. And you can see down here your hunger and your thirst. Again, weight becomes an issue. You will eventually get water bottles, which you can fill up. In the city anomaly, you actually can find Coke cans. Well, they're not Coke, but they look like Coke. Anyways, all right, now what do we do? Press 4 for drinking water. Okay, well, let's drink some water. So there we go. All right, tutorial, drink basics. Water is necessary. I'm just reading this off of my head. You can see up here. So now we need to go to the place that shows the waypoint. Okay. You can see this also, I mentioned it's Halloween currently, so we have some other quests. Yes, they are doing some of those sorts of things, even in early access. And I believe it's been in early access for 2 years now. And this was, I don't know if they've grown, but it was a single person doing this. So we went to the new waypoint. Now it wants us to go stand in the water. We can actually drink out of the water if I just press E. This is one of the things that changed. You can see down here, it says press E for primary, for drinking. It used to be you had a kind of a circular set of things, button pushes right through here. All right, so now we need to open our inventory and fill the water. So now that we have an empty bottle, because I drank it earlier, we're going to fill it back up. So that's one way you carry water. Now water will gain quite a bit of weight. Let's see down there. So you can see the weight. Oops, I just put that into A2A storage, which I didn't mean to do. All right, drink directly from the lake. Well, I already did that, but we'll do it again. All right, now continue, get the stones from the rock using the forge. Okay, I thought we did that, but we'll do it again. All right, branches from the trees using pick branch. So let's see, there's some trees over here. You default to running, which actually, if you can see the yellow bar in the middle there is stamina. So you actually default to running and using stamina. So here, this is where it's a little bit different. You can see these right through here. It used to be the UI was a little bit different, but everything pretty much is the same. Each button action will do a certain thing. So it wants us to pick branches, which is the F key, which I will do. This is nice in that it will automatically do it all for you until there is no more left to pick. It did not used to do that way back when. It's actually not a new thing. We're going to get some resin as well. Get the leaves from the tree or shrub. So we need to go to a shrub. And let's see. Or a leafy tree. So let's just go over here. And actually it's going back to what I was talking about, default running. If you push the normal shift key that would normally make people run, it actually makes you walk. So we're going to pick leaves here with E. One thing I'm noticing now is that Aksha is taking them 3 at a time. It did not used to do that, so that's pretty cool. I like that. I like easy. Well, not easy, but it does get old when you have to push a key 20 times. All right, so now it wants us to create a basic crude axe. So let's see if any of this has changed. Oh, a little bit. All right. Basic crafting is where it wants us to go. Tools and weapons. And we want a crude axe here. We have the stone, we have the branch, we do not have the fiber, so we have to make fiber. Now let's see if it still does this. Yep, clicking on the actual icon brings me to making fiber. Oh, cool. It auto pulls in, I guess, how much you want, which is nice. And I like this as well. So we can actually go to previous recipe rather than having to figure it out all over again. And it tells you a little bit, tools, what's required, your skill here, chance of success, those sorts of things. One of the things I love about this game is its crafting. I feel like that is one of the best parts of it. There are other things that could use some work. Building is actually also pretty good. So going back, we're going to create this crude axe, and it is not going to be a very good axe, but it is a crude axe nonetheless. And there we go. So now you can see down here we have it. Now it's going to want us to use it. So we are going to use the tool belt here. Let's see, can I go to, there's inventory. All right, that's nice. I didn't know you could do that either. Production queues and inventory. All right, so we have our crude axe. We're going to bring it down here. And all right, now we're going to go make a hammer. All right, so where is the hammer? Crafting, weapon, and toolsmithing. All right, is that down here? Yep, there we go. I like how this all looks much cleaner, which is nice if you look at some of my older videos. Weapons, and we want the hammer. All right, so what do we need? Head, handle, and twine. Hold on, I am trying to understand here. Why is it telling me something? Okay. We're going to go to tools. Beginner's hammer. All right, well, we'll do it either way. Head. So we can click there. We need 2 shafts. In order to get the 2 shafts, we need branches, which we can create. Now, let's see. Does it... it gave us 1, and that's what we wanted. All right, but if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, we need 2 heads. Shaft. Create. Go back to the previous recipe. I like how it's putting everything that's heavy right here in A2A storage. That's nice. That does not weight you down. All right, so we needed another one of those, actually. So let's create another shaft. There we go. Create. We're done. Go back. Create. And each piece or each item quality becomes, you can see down there, material bonuses. That actually will eventually become very important. And we will create another shaft. All right, now we should be able to create the head, which we'll do. Wait, no, we don't need that. We need the handle. Handle requires another shaft, so let's create another shaft. All right, previous recipe, we'll create the handle. Ooh, production failed. So my chance of success is only 72%. Skill value 1.08. So let's try it again. And it looks like we were successful this time. You can see my skill value went up slightly. All right, twine. So we'll go through here, twine, fiber, create, go back to the, we need 2, go back to the previous recipe. All right, and now we'll create this. Previous recipe, now we have enough to make the hammer. Okay, so now what does it want us to do? Make 2 heads and 2 from 2 shafts. Okay, I think we just made a hammer, but okay, we will do this again. I want to, there we go. Let's go back. Okay. Now it wants a shaft from one branch. I'm really not sure what's going on here. This tutorial is a little funky. I've just done all this, but okay, we'll do it again. Now we want a handle from a shaft. Okay, let's do that. Production failed. I wonder if that's where they... Nope, that's not where the problem comes. Now it wants me to make fiber, which we just did. All right, 2 of them. Did it count? Yes, it did. All right, now make 1 twine. Okay, from fiber. And it counted. Now, I just did all this. This is kind of crazy, but we'll make a hammer. Okay. So now we'll have 2 hammers. That's fun. It advanced us. That is perfect. Okay. Move your hammer into the skill bar. Yeah, 2 bump. Okay, sorry. As I said, it's been a while since I played. Tutorial basic end. To continue, you must do. The basic tutorial ends, followed by a number of quests for better understanding game logic. So I'm going to shut this down right here. We're going to close our inventory. Okay. So that is, it appears, the end of this tutorial. I don't see any other waypoints, and it's not telling me much else. Just saying I have quests. Oh, there's a waypoint quite a ways away. So that is the tutorial. I'm actually just trying to look to see where is it sending me. Where was that? 27 meters that way. So that is going south-southeast. So it's sending me somewhere down here. Human 2.0. I like that. Ooh, what's this? You see that? Oh, it's showing us where anomalies are. That's kind of cool. That's an anomaly, I can tell you that. So they're adding a lot more detail to the map. So anyways, all right. This is about all I'm going to do. I just really wanted to come on and show the new tutorial parts to this. I'll do some more videos just to update kind of the playlist that I already have. So again, Novus Inceptio is the game. It is available early access on Steam. It was, again, I think 2 years ago that it came out. And they do listen. Now, it is a very, very small team. Like I said, it might still be one person, but they listen. I can tell you, I was one of the first to start playing, and a lot of the feedback initially that was left, again, I haven't played it for a little while, they actually listen. So once they hit multiplayer, I think this game will be a phenomenal game. There's obviously a lot more to do, but for crafting purposes, it's pretty darn good. A lot of good ideas. So anyways, thanks for watching, and peace.